Hey everyone, my name is Jessie and welcome back to my channel. And so even though the holiday season is over, it's still pretty chilly outside. So I thought for this week's video, I would show you how to make a delicious chicken pot pie. And it's super easy to make. It's just a handful of ingredients and I'm going to show you how to make it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so just to go over everything that you'll need to make this, I have about a pound to a pound and a half of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And the recipe I'm using calls for chicken breast, but I like chicken thighs just because the dark meat is more flavorful and more juicy and more delicious. So I'm using chicken thighs, but you can use chicken breast if you want. And then I have 4 tablespoons of butter with a pack of frozen peas and carrots, with half an onion, about 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, about 1 potato, and then about 4 tablespoons of flour, which is going to be our thickening agent, and 2 cups of chicken stock. And then you're going to need a pie crust for the topping, and then just some olive oil and some salt and pepper. So let's get started. Okay, so what we're going to do is start cooking our chicken. So I have been preheating my pan here, and I'm just going to drizzle some extra virgin olive oil. Let that get nice and warm. And I'm going to dump in the chicken. Or can you hear that sizzle? Okay, and I'm just going to season it with some salt and pepper. Okay, now I'm just going to give this a mix and just start cooking the chicken. Okay, so I have my chicken cooked. It looks good so far. So now I'm just going to put this in a bowl. Guys, this chicken looks good already. Like, I definitely recommend using thighs instead of the breast, just because it's so much more flavorful. Okay, and so now we're just going to set this to the side and we can get the rest of our ingredients together. Okay, so we went ahead and put our chicken to the side, and I'm just going to add a little bit more olive oil. And now we are going to add our onions and our garlic. Okay, so now we are just going to saute these until they're nice, light, and translucent. Okay, so I had my onions and my garlic cooking for a couple of minutes. They're looking really good, nice and translucent. Next, I'm going to add my potato. Every bit of that. And now I'm just going to season this with a little bit of salt and pepper. That way we can layer like every flavor, every layer. It'll be nice and delicious. Okay, and now I'm going to cook this for about 5 minutes until the potatoes are nice and tender. Okay, so my potatoes have been cooking for about 5 minutes. Now I'm going to add my carrots and peas. Okay, and then I'm going to add my 4 tablespoons of butter. And I'm just going to give this a good mix and allow my butter to melt. Okay, so our butter is nice and melted. Everything looks good. It's coming along. It's coming along. Okay, and so now I'm going to add our flour. And basically what the flour does is like a nice thickening agent. And so we're just going to sprinkle that on top of our veggies. And then you're just going to want to give this a good mix so that there's no clumps or lumps of flour. You want to make sure that it's nice and smooth and even. You don't want to end up biting into a pocket of flour. So just make sure it's nice and evenly coated the vegetables. Okay, our flour is nice, well, and distributed. And so now I'm going to add our chicken broth. And just give that a good mix. And so with the liquid and then the flour is going to come nice and thick and creamy and delicious. Okay, so everything is mixing together, our vegetables, our flour, our chicken stock. And so now I'm going to bring this to a boil so that the flour and the warm liquid can mix together and it becomes nice and creamy and delicious. So I'm just going to let this stir, come to a boil, and let it thicken. Okay, so as you can see, our veggie mixture has come to a boil. It's nice and thick. It's so delicious. So now I'm going to go ahead and add our chicken back into the mixture. Okay, and now I'm just going to give this a good mix. Careful so you don't accidentally make a mess. And I also went ahead and seasoned it with a little bit more salt and pepper. And so as this is thickening, you can add more salt, more pepper, up to you. Make it to your taste. Okay, our filling looks good. And so now we're just going to put this in a 9-inch round pan. And you can put this in a skillet, however you prefer. I'm just using this because it's nice and deep and it'll make it nice and even. So I'm just going to pour this in. Okay, so now I'm just going to make sure it's nice and even. Okay, so we got our filling in our pan, and now we are going to take our pie crust and just put it over our pan, because this is going to make it our pot pie. So I just go like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be rustic because these ends will be all nice and crispy, and that could be something you can nibble on. Okay. And next I'm going to make a slit, that way it doesn't bubble and burst. You just want to make like a little slit, doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. Okay, and now I'm taking an egg wash, and an egg wash is just an egg with a little bit of water, and it's going to make it nice and golden brown. And I'm just going to do this all over the top of our pot pie. Okay, so now we're going to pop this in a 400-degree oven for about 20 to 30 minutes until the pie crust is nice and golden brown. Okay, so I just pulled my chicken pot pie out of the oven. It is like bubbling hot right now. But you guys, it looks so good. I'll try and show you without making a mess. This smells absolutely amazing and it's so delicious. I really hope that you give this a try. And if you do, definitely let me know what you think down below in the comment section. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to click that subscribe button along with that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. But until next time, I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!